Well, it seems like Biden's top qualifiers as president are mainly just falling and fumbling on his own words. But where does that leave us when he's our representation on the public stage? It leaves us vulnerable and weak. For more on this, let's bring in Newsmax media executive editor Ken Chandler. Ken, appreciate you being here. This month's edition is focused on China as a threat. I mean, here's the cover is pretty clear that we might go to war with China. We might have to worry about it.
Yep. China is a threat, and it's grown significantly worse in the last 2 years since the Biden has been in power. And it's really due to our weak national security policies that the administration has followed. And China has been exploiting this weakness everywhere. I mean, they're challenging our military, our navy, and international waters. They're infiltrating third world countries. They've infiltrated the Middle East, which was really our sphere of influence before Biden. The China threat is much worse now than it was when President Trump left office.
Yeah, not shocked there. But it says Xi readies for war as tensions rise with U.S. and Taiwan and Asia.
Yes.
Ken, obviously everything in this magazine is well researched. How is nobody raising this alarm on a global stage?
Well, it is mind-blowing because the Chinese have not been reticent about saying that they want to retake Taiwan. And if that happens, we are going to be at war with China, and we are woefully unprepared for that event.
Yeah, and I know you've discussed some of this too before. The ability for China to sustain loss. They have a dictatorship. They don't care if their people are unhappy or starving or anything like that. The mutual assured destruction is far easier for them to take hits than it is for America. Is that how they've able to do what they do with Joe Biden?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they know that they can get away with stuff and there will be no repercussions. They've challenged the Navy, the U.S. Navy, as we've seen in the last few days. They've challenged the Air Force with fighter jets. They're not afraid of us anymore, and that's the problem.
I don't think we'll. Now, do you have any insight in here on potentially Joe Biden may or may not being compromised?
Being compromised?
Compromised with the Chinese.
It is quite. We talk about that in the issue. It is an issue, definitely. I mean, and you have to ask yourself, why is he not being tougher on the Chinese? Why?
Yeah, lets the balloons fly all the way across the country. It really is. How do people get the magazine?
They go to newsmax.com and hit the subscribe button.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ken Chandler, we always appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, we are definitely going to be covering a lot of this because China is a growing threat. Joe Biden gets on the global stage. He doesn't want to do anything about it. When we had President Trump, nobody messed with us because when the Taliban did, he took the top half off of a mountain. That's why we were strong on the world stage. Folks, it is the eve of D-Day, and I want people to think about this before tomorrow. There were people that lied about their age to go overseas to near certain death to storm a beach that was heavily fortified. That is why we have freedom.